Another thing we can do for you on a Monday is talk to the man,
Yes.
the weatherman, Mark
The
Johnson,
only
the only one,
weatherman.
the only one that we love, and the man that is, like I said, nobody does it better. I'll put him up against anybody, especially, like I said, when it comes to those Facebook Lives for severe weather, whether it's thunderstorms this time of year, snow in the winter. The guy covers Cleveland all the way down to Dover, New Philly. All our listeners get their forecast from him.
That's right. He excludes nobody.
Nobody is left out. That's why we love it so much. Joining us again every week for a look ahead at the weather, Mark Johnson. How we doing, Mark?
Hey, good morning. I see my check cleared, huh? all the accolades this morning. That's pretty awesome. Good morning to you.
Mark, though, we mean it, though. I mean, like I said, Lauren and I, we all get the alerts when you go live.
Oh, yeah. Christian will say in the winter, he'll be like, did you see Mark? Did you watch his live? Did you see?
There you go. See?
Our listening audience, obviously, Stark County, but down to that Dover, New Philly. And whether you're giving us ice and snow reports or thunderstorm tornadoes, you include us. And that means a lot to all these listeners.
Absolutely. You're my peeps. You're my peeps. How could I ignore you all?
And it's fun to see, too, like when I see your lives and you always acknowledge everyone that checks in. You see so many Canton listeners in Dover, New Philly.
Yeah.
People my gosh, yes. In fact, most of them are Canton and Dover, New Philly. So I really appreciate it. And I'm never going to ignore Stark County or Tuscarawas County or Wayne County. I mean, you are a part of, what I do. And it would be dereliction of duty for me to ignore. By the way, for those who are watching the live stream, I'm going to show you my dog had surgery here. So he's got to wear the cone of shame.
The cone of shame is out. Everything okay though?
Yeah, I mean he had a little growth removed and it came off very easily, but now he just wants to scratch everything.
Yeah.
So we got to keep the cone on there for him.
Okay.
So
now what I like about the week ahead of weather here before we get into it, I like that no matter what, I'm looking at you right now at your place and you're in a t-shirt.
Thank God.
I am. It's a little chilly. I could probably use a little heftier piece of garment on me, but it's still very nice. And I put away the winter coat. I'm done with it. I'm done because it is time. It is time to be warm, at least warmer. So no more winter coat. It's done. I recommend everybody put their winter coat away, to be honest with you.
That's a good sign.
We're looking now at days 60s, 70s as opposed to 40s, 50s.
Right. I mean, today, lower and middle 70s should be easy for us, especially if we get a little sunshine. There will be a couple of thunderstorms later on, probably during the evening hours. Better chance overnight. So you got a lot of dry time to get outside and play and do some yard work and just have a little fun. The warm season has arrived. Now, I did give some gardening tips last Friday on things you should be doing in your garden. Are you ready?
We're ready. We look forward to these.
Okay. So you don't want to put your tomato plants in the ground yet, or your pepper plants or your cucumber plants. Do not put them in the ground yet. The ground is still too chilly. You got a couple more weeks to wait for that. But you should be planting your potatoes, your peas, your cauliflower, your broccoli, your carrots, your beets, your radishes. They can all be in the ground now. So you can be doing a lot of work outside even when it's a little chilly in the morning.
What about onion sets? Is it too early for that?
No, you need to have your onion sets in now. The secret to growing big onions, is planting them early. Okay. So I actually planted my onions in March.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I planted them in March, and I will grow baseball-size onions. I will grow Ed Sheeran-size onions in my driveway garden.
Mark, just out of curiosity, what got you into gardening? Was it something you were always into, or what got you so into it that it's something you're so passionate about?
Well, I used to help my grandfather when I was very young. I would help him plant his garden, and he was a farmer way back when. So I would go out and dig in the dirt. And I'm a scientist, so to me, it's fascinating how you can take this dried, shriveled little seed, stick it in some dirt and water it, and all of a sudden have life. So I was always fascinated by that from a very young age. I would plant the seed in my grandpa's garden, and every time I would visit, I would go in and dig. I would dig around it to see what stage it was at. Yeah. Where was the root growing, and and watch this thing. So it's strictly science for me. The amazing creation of this plant and this harvest from this little dried nugget of nothing. And to me, that's truly amazing how that works. By the way, can I still win the Ed Sheeran purse with the Kate Spade tickets in it?
Well, I'm not going to stop you. What am I going to do?
I don't know what purse Ed Sheeran carries, but it must be pretty spectacular that you guys are giving it away.
I'll bet he can afford a Kate Spade. I'll bet he has a few bucks he could probably spend.
Probably.
And Kate Spade, I did not know she had a good singing voice, but I can't wait to see her in concert.
She is.
I'm sure we'll have tickets.
I'm sure you will. You two are really, really busy. I see you all over the place. Now, I follow you on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere, and you are all over the place.
Yeah.
In your community, you are everywhere. And I think that's the greatest thing in the world is that you represent Stark County, Canton, you two are Canton. And that's really cool.
That's very nice of you to say. Thank you.
And you're Cleveland.
Yes.
No.
Cleveland.
No.
And also, speaking of Cleveland, while we got you on here, I know at least until the end of the week, Guardians playing some home games. Anyone thinking about, hey, I'll drive up and buy a ticket. Nice weather week to go check out the Guardians?
Nice weather. I mean, I was there yesterday, and everybody thought it was going to be rainy, and I told everybody on Friday, Sunday, you get the rain out of the way in the morning and early afternoon, and then the rest of the day you're fine. Mm-hmm. And exactly that. I mean, it was a great Guardians game. There's a little bit of sun poking through. It was about 70 degrees, and the Guardians won 2-0. So, just keep an eye on my forecast, and you should be able to. You have many, many good days this week to go see the Guardians.
Okay, before we let you go, Mother's Day weekend is coming up. A lot of people spend some time out with their moms. Whether it's flower shopping like us, that's always our weekend to go get all the flowers in the baskets. Yeah. What are we looking at weather-wise? Is there going to be a Saturday better than Sunday or Sunday better than Saturday? What are we looking at?
Right now, it looks like Sunday will be better than Saturday. So our fingers are crossed here. I'm still not convinced we're gonna have a ton of rain at this time, but there looks like there are a few showers coming in for Saturday. But I will be on it, and I will start updating you. In fact, this afternoon in all of my weather forecasts, I will mention Mother's Day and when you can get out and take Mom for dinner.
All right, sounds good.
Mark, always
Thanks,
a pleasure.
Sound good?
Appreciate what you do for us.
Thank you.
With your forecast, but we
Thank
appreciate
you
joining us on Mondays too, man. Appreciate it.
I'm grateful for all of you. Thanks.
All right. Mark Johnson, News Channel 5, joins us every Monday. Look ahead at the weather. You get your gardening tips. I mean, you get it all. It's fantastic.
It's the whole package.
I love talking to that guy. One of the coolest guys.